Hey everybody, and welcome back. This is actually welcome back. This is the first ever with Reena. Reena, welcome.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey.
Reena has been in the background grinding, trying to get some awesome guests, and we have some amazing guests lined up. I mean, really excited about it. But this is the first ever mini episode or mini-sode, or I don't even know what we're gonna call it. What are we gonna call this?
Minnesota.
I mean, it makes sense because Chantel,
We should call it Minnesota.
She's not from Minnesota, but she sounds like it.
Yeah,
she's from Wisconsin.
If we're in football terms, she's in the NFC North, which is Minnesota, Green Bay, Detroit, that whole area. So
pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, I mean it's one big area near a lake. So
I mean, what we're doing here is we're gonna talk about what we thought about Chantel. So Reena, like what are your thoughts on that episode?
I want to see that hot dog eating contest. I mean, maybe we need to reenact that footage.
The people are asking for it. We got to give the people what they want. And so I'm trying to figure out like how to get Chantel and I in the same LinkedIn local, and we're going to have a hot dog eating contest for sure. Like,
that needs to happen.
Yeah. No, the thing that I loved about the episode was just like, I mean, obviously her affinity for hot dogs is amazing. It's
great. It's great.
Awesome.
Very passionate about hot dogs.
But just the light that she shed on an area that I thought I was passionate about. I am passionate about the diversity side of things, but it's a puzzle piece that I never really thought of like that.
Yeah.
It was that big of a deal. And I still don't know if it's because I can't fathom not giving somebody a job if they're qualified and everything like that, simply because they have limitations, physical limitations and things like that, or I don't know. I never really thought about it, and so it's challenged me to actually look up and research and start talking about that, adding that to the repertoire of trying to fix some of the things that are out there. But Shaun, what was your takeaway from that?
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things that I didn't even think about, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I mean, just living my entire life as somebody who's not in that situation, it was just something that's foreign to us. And just kind of hearing her struggles and hearing stories about not only her stories, but people that she knows, just kind of go through the whole interview process. The interview process sucks for everybody. It sucks trying to get a job nowadays. You know what I mean? The long processes, just bad news sometimes all around. But imagine that having to go through that with a certain situation, with a disability, it's almost impossible. It's insane, and I just never thought about it. And we always talk about diversity, we always talk about race, we talk about sex, we talk about gender identification and all that good stuff, but we never talk about disabled or differently abled people, as Chantel called them, right? So yeah, it was probably the most eye-opening episode of the show that we've ever done by far. And I just really felt that it was just so good to kind of get exposed to that.
Yeah.
I really related as a mom. I mean, not that that's being disabled, but I need the same kind of flexibility. Like if I've got 3 kids, and if one gets sick, then they all get sick. And 8 work from home days and an entire year is not going to fly. My kids come first, and if I work for a job that's 2 miles from home and I've met all my deliverables and there's nothing that I can't do from home, I really want that. And if a job says that they're going to be flexible, and then you have a sick child or a kid that gets pink eye and they're like, can you leave them with a babysitter? I'm like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So listening to her was like, I've had the same struggle as a mother.
I didn't even think about that side. I mean, what about parents?
I interviewed for one place, and I was pregnant on the first interview, and I was only 3 months, so I was really trying to hide it. I'm like, I start showing right away. And then the second interview didn't happen until I was 5 months. There were so many emails back and forth, and it was a newly created position. It was actually at Google. And then it was between me and one other guy. I interviewed with 3 people, and I didn't get it. I was 5 months pregnant, but I couldn't help but to think that I didn't get it because they knew.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's that side of things, and then there's also like the maybe a parent that isn't disabled, but they have a kid that is. They have a kid with autism or fill in the blank with whatever, and that flexibility has to go down towards it because they're not checking the disability box, but they are somebody that has to have that flexibility because they have to take their kid to appointments and they have to take their kid to the different therapies and everything like that. It's an issue. It's a big issue, and it was an eye opener. And so I like Chantel, if you watch this, thank you so much for speaking so candidly about it, and for not shying away from it, because I feel like a lot of people do. And because of your boldness to speak that truth, it's going to enable us and hopefully a lot more people to speak boldly about that as well. So there you go. The episode is out on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Anchor, and 6 other places as well that I've got
a lot of places.
It's up on 10 different places. I mean, if you want to see it or hear it, it's there. I'm going to put it up on YouTube as well. But subscribe and give us a review. Let us know what you think. Let us know who you want to talk to as well. Reena is amazing. She's the best networker in the game. And we're going to have her on the show pretty soon too. So check it out. Thanks, guys.